This is not financial advice, not legal advice, for entertainment, educational purposes only, and anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. Listen, somehow the reverse repo has jumped up to 200 billions. I believe that if it did, the money did not come from the banks. It came from some other source, possibly the government, propping up the reverse repo again, because these banks, if you look at what's going on with the banks, they are closing locations. Okay, they can't afford to keep brick and mortar locations open. Yet somehow there's more money in the reverse repo. I don't think the numbers are real, but what I have learned over the last 5 years is this: we can't trust any data coming from the government because the government will lie to us. And we can't trust any data coming from the bad actors, the market makers, the prime brokers, because they will lie to us. Matter of fact, they are allowed to lie to us because they can file a 13F with information that's incorrect if they feel that that information would reveal their trading strategy. Yes, a lot of people might not know this, but the bad actors can actually lie in their 13Fs if the SEC gives them approval to. And of course, they own the SEC, so they will always have approval from the SEC to lie. Do I believe the reverse repo is really at 200 billion? No, I do not. Could it be? Possibly. Possibly. But is 200 billion in a reverse repo enough to save them when they have over 200 trillion with a T in derivatives? Yes, the banks are severely over leveraged in derivatives. So even a 200 billion, if this is real, in a reverse repo is not enough to save them. A lot of these banks are in deep, deep trouble. They're hanging on by their fingernails. All it takes is one bad market event to send them tumbling. And you guys know who I blame for this? I tell you this every day, well, almost every day. I blame the SEC. Because had the SEC stepped in and stopped a lot of the fraud and corruption before it got so out of control, the bad actors wouldn't be so emboldened to do what they do. The reason they're so aggressive with the fraud and corruption is because nobody has ever held them really accountable. If the fines were so significant that they couldn't do business, or they lost their license to trade, or the more egregious ones were sent to the DOJ for criminal charges, I bet you we would not be in the situation right now, and a reverse repo wouldn't be sitting at 200 billion. A majority of the problems in our stock market is because the SEC has refused to do the job that we paid them to do. Anyway, please leave some comments. Tell me what you think. Do you think that the reverse repo is really 200 billion, or are they propping it up with fake money? Anyway, have a great day. God bless, and I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.